Let's make some oil-free carrot sesame salad. Welcome back to the Whole Food Plant-Based Cooking Show, where we make plant-based cooking easy. I'm Jill, and today we're going to make this super easy, light carrot sesame salad. I've been seeing this recipe out there all over the internet, so many different versions of them, but the one thing I hadn't seen is an oil-free version of it. So that's what I'm going to show you how to do today, and it's still going to have all of that delicious sesame flavor in it. So first you're going to need 3 to 4 carrots, and you're going to cut them into little ribbons, and it makes about 2 to 3 cups worth of carrot peels. And then I've got, you're going to have to toast yourself some sesame seeds. I toasted 3 tablespoons and I reserved 1. So you're going to use the 1 tablespoon, you're going to sprinkle it over the carrots, along with some red pepper flakes, and that's completely optional. It is just kind of a nice little pop, you know, when you're chewing them, gives you a little bit of heat. So about a teaspoon, or I'm sorry, a half teaspoon, but you can go with as much as you want. All right, so now on to the dressing. So I'm going to grab those ingredients. Okay, now onto this delicious dressing, and all of my pantry ingredients today are from our partner Essential Organics, who carry over 600 organic products. So if you want to check them out, use the code PLANTBASEDEASY at checkout to get 10% off your first order. All right, so this dressing, super delicious. So the key, because it's normally sesame oil that gives it all of that flavor and the rice vinegar, but we're not going to use oil. So what's better than that is to use the whole sesame seed. But the key is toasting them. If you don't toast them, they're not going to have that really nice, rich flavor. So here's the remaining 2 tablespoons of toasted sesame seeds. Then I've got 2 tablespoons of lime juice, 2 tablespoons of white wine vinegar, a half teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of dark miso paste. This is a red miso paste. And that's going to give you some really healthy probiotic action for your gut biome. And it's also going to give it some of that saltiness that we need. And then 4 deglette dates that I just chopped up. If you're using medjool, I would just use 2. And then 1/4 of a cup of rice vinegar. All right. So now it's just the same as all of my dressings. You just blend this up until those dates are completely pulverized. Okay, there we go. Super, super simple. Oh my gosh, and it smells like magic. So I'm gonna grab the carrots and we'll get this rocking and rolling. While we're waiting for that, I'd like to share some background on our show. The Whole Food Plant-Based Cooking Show is crowd-funded, which means these free weekly recipe videos, along with our entire catalog of free printable recipes on our website, plantbasedcookingshow.com, and our Plant-Based Cooking Made Easy cookbook series, are all made possible in part by the generous patronage of our supporting membership community. So if you love our recipes, I invite you to join us on our mission to make plant-based cooking easy, and follow the link in the description to become a supporting member today. There's no denying the plant-based diet is a nutrient powerhouse, but did you know there are a handful of hard-to-get nutrients even well-crafted diets are often lacking? The latest research suggests that complementing your diet with a few specific vitamins, minerals, and omega-3s will help boost your energy and keep you thriving for the long term. That's why my daily health routine includes Complement Essential. Complement Essential contains the 8 critical nutrients lacking from most plant-based diets in dosages optimized specifically for us. As a special discount for our viewers, just use code PLANTBASEDEASY at checkout to save 15% off of your order. All right, let's pour this on. And you just use a pair of tongs to just kindly gently toss this in the marinade. That's as simple as it is. And this one's even better if you put it in the fridge and let it sit for about a day so all those flavors can really soak into the carrots, but it's good just like this too. All right, I'm gonna grab a fork and a bowl and I'll meet you at the table for a taste. Okay, let's go in for a taste. This This just smells so good. It smells just like sesame oil. But let's see about the taste. Little sweet, a lot of tangy, and a lot of sesame. You're gonna love it. All right, come on back next week for another great recipe.